in a serious cold. Hello, young boy. Hello, Slabade, Vanessa. Um, Try to see if you can still join. Because I've tried to accept. I don't know, maybe it's the network. The names here, I'm finding finding it hard to pronounce. Veron Viv. Hello, Veron Viv. Good evening. Well, it's evening in Nigeria. I don't know what the time is wherever you are, but thank you for joining us. Yeah, this is Girlversation from Wondiva Global. Wow. Let me accept again. I keep accepting and I even keep adding you here. Check if you've gotten the invite. Okay, finally. Sorry. This cold is I had to just manage to show my face because it's like I don't know. Once you reach out to the other person and they are not responding, so basically maybe they are not available. How's your day? Have you been? You are muted.
Good evening, Miss Sophia. How are you doing? So sorry about the cold. It's everywhere actually.
Really? Is it children
Yes.
who went to school? We've not treated Qatar and cold this holiday. All of a sudden, they
Oh,
resumed on Monday, Qatar. Was what is happening? So before I know
it is
it,
well. We did not stop rain and all, so it hasn't really been having to wear cardigans back to back so that you don't get cold.
you are in Rivers. You are still at your primary assignments. Can you hear me? You are muted.
I said currently, yes, I'm at my PPA, but then I'm not at work currently. I'm at home.
Okay, okay. What I mean is you are still in that state though. You are not back to
Yes,
the
yes.
state where you really live.
No, no, no,
But
not
how is it
yet.
going? I hope it's
It's going well.
fine.
It's going well. It's been a roller coaster ride, but then I'm excited for the journey so far, right?
It's good. At least you had the opportunity to travel. I didn't because that my parents were comfortable where I was posted. So and then there were so many kidnappings going on. So I just stayed in Lagos. So there was really no much experience of what it felt like to live in another state for youth service. At least, well, at least I am happy to see people are experiencing. I have someone who is currently in Plateau State, all the way from Lagos. And I think she's having a nice time. So it's good. It's actually good. Yeah, so building generational wealth. You know, we are supposed to have someone that should actually come and talk to us about this. But let's it's good to see what what we're able to bring out. And I wanted to use the scripture, but I think I omitted searching for it because of this code. That a wise man leaves an inheritance for his children's children, right? It's very important that we're not just working to eat. And Likalicious, you're welcome. Angie Queen, you're welcome. We're not just, so we're talking about building generational wealth today, and we know what's going on all over the world. There's inflation everywhere. Everybody is now working to eat, no longer working to save. But you see, if God instructed us, that was even before Jesus came in the New Testament, that a wise man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. it's very important for us to know, to learn that even though it's going to be the hard way, right? Some people that are even earning less than 100K, do you know they save? People don't believe it.
A lot.
Like, why I tell people that don't look at petty trader on the street and feel like they are poor. They are not poor, you know. You are waiting for end of the month salary, which comes in once in 30 days. They are selling things every day and having profits. In short, the latest I heard is about those people that are even into this POS business. I hear some people save a lot. I went to the bank from the office on, when did I go to work? On Thursday. Because of the fuel price, I'm not.
Yes, I can hear you.
Someone is calling me. I don't know why they are calling me, and I cannot pick right now. So I thought the call would cut me off actually from this call. Yeah, so a lot of people think that people have, people, when you say a vulcanizer or you say a carpenter, you believe that they are poor. They are not. Some of them, because they have, their artisans, and even I don't know if you heard about it, even the International Labour Organization recently changed the statistics, because before they were only having annual report about people who have a paid job, meaning a full-time role in a company. And that's why you were hearing that Nigeria had 33% unemployment. But you know what recently happened? Even the media, you see, that's why I'm not a fan of the mainstream media, because they prefer bad news and they sell bad news, and it's bad news that people want to hear. They allow you poison your mind with negative news. And do you know that when ILO discovered that they have not been counting artisans, they changed it, and we discovered that the unemployment rate in Nigeria was less than 33%, even less than 10%. Because you cannot say, because I'm not working in an office, I don't have a job. We have so many artisans in Nigeria, meaning hairdressers, vulcanizers, mechanics. Do you know how much they pay some of these mechanics to repair cars? So the thing is that lack of knowledge is what is killing us in our society. And killing is, you are not learning. Everyone that is not learning is not growing. You are dying slowly. I keep saying that learning is a continuous thing. It's not like, oh, I learned today, I'm tired. Some people even say, after my BSc, I'm done. No, I can't suffer like this in school and go to. What is it? What is your problem? You're laughing because I'm sure that's what some of your friends are saying. What is in the BSc that you cannot hustle to get better for your children? And these are the things we are saying. I hear comments like, I want to go to Harvard because I want to be able to get my children. Once you're a past student of Harvard, once they see your child apply, they can accept that child. So now, what would you prefer to do? To sit down and wallow with only your bachelor's degree? Or try and go to a school that will give you um, a generational space, meaning that once they see that name, they want to even at least have a conversation with that candidate. Because why? Mommy and daddy went to that school. So we need to think about, we're not just talking about saving in the bank, we're talking about the steps that we can take that can bring generational wealth for our children's children. Right? So when God was saying a wise man, this is David. If you read the book of Psalm, he also said something, Shewa. He said, I have fought the battle. Solomon, his father had fought for him, meaning that, I don't know if you are still here. It seems like you've jammed. Solomon came and he said, my father has fought all my battles for me. These are the things that we need to do. Excuse me. These are the things we need to do as children of God. Fighting all the battles before our children even come. Meaning that just like Solomon came to rest, Solomon did not go to any war. Quote me, check the scriptures. He did not go to any war because David has already done everything. Solomon was just having a nice time, right? So we need to check ourselves. A lot of us are right now, like I said, because of the inflation, it's not only in Nigeria, because some people believe that, you're welcome. Some people believe that it's only in Nigeria that there is inflation. And so they are looking for greener pastures. I saw something today on social media, and the person was the Canadian was talking about a Nigerian family who spent like maybe almost, they spent all their life savings to move to Canada. I know people who sell their properties because they want to move abroad. I will not do that. I will not sell my property to move abroad. I will never do it. Because one thing that I learned from Pastor Femi Fashiro, 2013, that's 11 years ago. You don't sell, you know, what people don't know about real estate is it appreciates. It appreciates, right? So real estate appreciates. So imagine me selling a property 45 million 10 years ago. Do you know how much that property would be now? We're talking about times 3 of that. A property,
If not more, sir.
yes. So you are selling a 40 million property because you want to go to Canada. Ha! If I have 40 million, I will definitely not leave the country. Why? There are people you can get, see, people are going to school not because they like it. They just want to get better for themselves and for their families. Why? I'm able to, get an MBA, get a PhD, and then I can actually lecture anywhere in the world. So at the end of the day, it's not just about you as a person. So when we're talking about building generational wealth, a lot of people think it's about money, cash. No, building a name, right? A name for your children, whether I like it or not. Someone like Kamala Harris, whether she wins the election or not, she has made a name. The same thing Hillary Clinton. They've made a name. So we can't keep hiding as children of God. We can't keep sitting in the corner or sitting around the corner saying, things are not good. So who said it? People are still buying houses, even as you're saying that there's no money. People are still buying cars, and I'm talking of cars that are not even costing less than 10 million anymore for a used car, not to talk about a brand new car. People are still traveling abroad for holiday in 3 weeks or even less. So when we're talking about building generational wealth, we need to come off, oh, I'm saving. No, sometimes it's not even saving, right? And that's what I was telling you, probably next time we will look for someone that we can invite to talk to us. That person will talk about how we can invest in money markets, and basically, because if you work to pay bills, you are not really doing anything at the end of the day. That's the same way people abroad, that's the only thing they do. That's why they have 4 jobs, 10 jobs, 5 jobs. I know 10 jobs may be exaggerating, but I may not be lying, right? I may not be wrong or far from the truth. So we need to check it. You cannot sit down there. Bishop Oyedepo said something. I'll hand over to you, share in a bit. I was listening to Covenant Hour of Prayer, and he said, and they've been repeating it every day in Covenant Hour of Prayer, that you cannot expect anybody to change your life for you. My brother made that statement some years ago by saying everybody is your life, you're responsible for your choices. So if you want to sit down and look, don't blame any relation. Oh, they didn't give me job. They did what? You couldn't create a job for yourself. Right now, I laugh at people that are selling clothes and shoes on social media, and they're having people that are joining the crowd and the queue of clothes and shoes. Now I'm going somewhere. Let me tell you why I find it funny. Right now, clothes and shoes are not the problem of anybody. Do you know what the problem of everybody is? Food. But we're not planting. Once you tell Nigerian youth to plant, they start cursing you. Why can't you go to the farm yourself? What is wrong with us? And Buhari came and said Nigerian youth are lazy. We were all saying you should keep quiet. All of us forgetting. Okay, Mora is here. Forgetting who we are, cursing our elders. Did he lie? We need to farm. Even me, I feel so bad. My compound, there's nothing where I can farm. I don't even know where I can farm. Well, Mora, I don't know where I can farm, right? So these are things that you think about. What is the current problem of the world now? Food. We need more farmers in Nigeria. And when we say farmers, we're not talking of just even the First Lady of Nigeria, Mrs. Oluremi Tinubu, came and said, you people should plant your own. People were abusing her. Why is she telling us to plant? What is really wrong with us? They tell us the truth, we don't like it. If you were planting your tomato, will you need to be crying over a half pint of tomato that is 9K? You will not. Okay, Maura, I can see. So sorry about that. So if you have a farm now, or you're even farming, I'm not talking about mechanized farming. Even the small, small ones that you are doing, you feed your family. You have tomato, you have corn, you have cucumber. Whether you like it or not, you are not going to eat all the cucumber. You will sell it. Is that not generational wealth? And you pass it on to your children. And you pass it on to take it easy with the girls, please. And you pass it on to your children. So, but when you are lazy, they don't like advice. Plant, oh, hey, how can they say we should plant? Is that the solution of the country? Think of what you can do and stop thinking of what the government can do. But our generation, including our Gen Z and the rest, they don't want to hear. Everybody thinks it's about working in a five-star company or what. It's not true. We need to think out of the box. The problem is not clothes and shoes. If one person starts selling clothes today, other people will start selling clothes. Have you gone to the market before and you see a whole queue of everybody the same type of clothes? What is wrong with us? No uniqueness, no specificity, copying left, right, and center. Yeah, sorry about the code. So I want to round up and hand over to you again because we need to really understand it. Everybody just says wealth is saving money. It's not, that is not wealth. Okay, now I have a question for us. Why is it that there's Dangote sugar, there's Dangote refinery, there's Dangote cement? Is it because he doesn't have enough, but he's creating generational wealth, diving into the ventures that people are taking for granted? Before you know, now you hear Dangote farm. Did I lie? No. Why? Because he is taking advantage of the need. Now Nigerians are crying. Look at fuel price. We don't know whether when his own start selling to go down, but whether you like it or not, he's fixing a problem. For over 28 years, no refinery has worked in Nigeria. But somebody is right here ready to do something different, and we should be happy about it. But before then, we need to think what God says like about the ants. He said, look at the ants. Learn from them. They gather for the season, but all of us are doing what? Working to spend and flex. No plan for tomorrow, no plan for anything. Some that even say family members will collect your savings. What is it? What is it? So you see, these are the things we need to think about, and because we don't want to pass such to our children. So Shewa, I want to now ask you, what can we really do about generational wealth? Why is it that it seems like we're not getting it in terms of working, or whether we are, thinking about creating generational wealth, but some of us don't still understand what it is. Like I said, almost everybody thinks about money. Almost everybody thinks about saving in the money, maybe investing, but that's not just all. Like I gave examples before Mora came. I talked about going to school, right? Passing education to your children's children. Oh, it's like everybody's network. Everybody's network is shaking. Okay, Mora, let me hand over to you. I'll turn off my camera now for a bit. I mean, Shewa, sorry. Let me hand over to Shewa, then Mora will speak. Are you there? I think
Yes,
Shewa's network is breaking.
yes, I'm here.
Okay, yeah,
So
so
please take it over. Okay, so I think I'll start with the mindset that we have as Nigerians, right? Spoke about it. You spoke about it when you mentioned that, we consider office work, white collar jobs as the only credible means of, making money in Nigeria, and then we look down on other blue collar jobs and artisans, as it were, right? So that we need to understand that whether you're wearing a suit, or you're not, or you're wearing a coverall because you're a mechanic or whatever it is, right? So long as what you're doing it diligently, and then it brings you money, you should be proud of your skills, right? Whatever you have to do, the Bible tells you, whatever your hands find it to do, do it well, right? And then when you're building generational wealth for your children, you need to have a